And he's very wicked and evil. Because my daughter didn't deserve what he did to her. And I know that she suffered. And that's very painful for me as a mother to know that my daughter suffered.
Stepha Henry vanished after going to a nightclub in Sunrise in 2007. Her body still hasn't been found.
I recall when I first learned that 22-year-old Stepha Henry had gone missing. And what disturbed me immediately is that the stories we were told did not jive.
The family says Henry had a bright future, having graduated college and was taking the LSATs and hoped to become a lawyer. She lived in Brooklyn, but had come down to Miami that weekend 17 years ago to celebrate her sister's birthday.
Stepha had gone to a party, according to several witnesses, with 37-year-old married man Kendrick Williams.
On June 5th, Mr. Williams was arrested on an unrelated traffic charge. During an interview, he denied any involvement in Stepha's disappearance, as well as owning or driving an Acura Integra. The investigation continued, now with a homicide bureau at the time as the lead.
I've lost so many moments with my sister, and I can never get back.
Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring today's episode. Hey everyone, it's Leah Gordone here. Mother's Day is just around the corner, and I have the perfect gift ideas for all the amazing moms out there. From dawn till dusk, moms are constantly on the move, balancing work, family, and everything in between. This Mother's Day, give her the gift of Raycon Everyday Earbuds. She deserves a chance to unwind, recharge, and enjoy her favorite tunes, podcasts, and calls with crystal clear sound. Raycon's Everyday Earbuds make the perfect present for your mom. Whether she's at the gym, busy with work, or taking one of her many daily phone calls, treat your mom to premium audio that goes wherever she does. The latest model boasts a 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity, allowing her to pair with 2 devices simultaneously. Plus, Raycon's quick charge feature provides 90 minutes of battery life with just 10 minutes of charging. With active noise cancellation, these earbuds offer a feature that's often hard to find at such an accessible price point. These are the most comfortable earbuds I've ever tried. My personal fave, of course, is purple. It's so stylish and it matches my everyday vibe. And if your mom isn't completely satisfied with her Raycons, they offer a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy, no questions asked. Check out this stylish protective case cover. It complements the earbuds color perfectly and supports wireless charging, so you don't even have to remove the cover to get 90 minutes of battery life with just 10 minutes of charging. So what are you waiting for? Visit buyraycon.com to get 20% off site-wide. Thanks for watching, and happy Mother's Day to all those amazing moms out there. Stepha Henry was born in Trinidad and raised in New York. She grew up in a close-knit family that valued education and community. Stepha attended a small high school in Brooklyn where she excelled academically and developed a passion for fashion. Her intelligence and determination were evident early on, and she graduated in the top 5% of her class at John Jay College of Criminal Justice. While preparing for the law school entrance exam, she worked in the registrar's office at her college. Stepha was known for her kindness and was a role model to her younger sister Shola, who described her as the leader of the American dream. Stepha's family was deeply connected and supportive. Her parents, immigrants from Trinidad and Tobago, instilled strong values and a sense of community in their children. They often spent time together, celebrating milestones and supporting each other's dreams. Leading up to her disappearance, she had meticulously planned a trip to Florida to surprise her younger sister for her birthday. The trip was meant to be a joyous celebration. She was just graduating, and it was a chance for the sisters to bond and create lasting memories. Sadly, the celebration turned tragic when Stepha vanished on the night of May 29, 2007. On that day, she accepted a ride to Pepper's Cafe nightclub from an acquaintance's ex, whom she had met earlier. Despite her meticulous planning and the anticipation of the weekend, she never made it back home. And when the police confronted the man about Stepha's disappearance, he insisted he had never seen her. Yet, the chilling evidence from that night, a surveillance camera, captured him unmistakably in her company at the club.
Love you. The whole family love you.
This is a picture of Stepha Henry taken at Club Peppers in Sunrise, May 29th, the same day the woman visiting from New York went missing.
She never gave us any reason that she would do something like this.
Stepha, we love you and everyone else love you. And they would love to see you home.
Henry was planning on law school next year and loves legal mysteries.
We'll protect you as you come and go, now and forever.
On May 24th, Stepha arrived in Fort Lauderdale at 3 p.m. on a Continental flight from LaGuardia Airport. Hoping to surprise her 16-year-old sister for her birthday, Stepha gifted her a trip to Miami for Memorial Day weekend. It was the first time they had traveled alone. During their trip, the sisters stayed with their aunts in Miami Gardens and spent their days shopping, pampering themselves, and attending the Best of the Best reggae concert. On May 28th, one of Stepha's friends invited her to attend a barbecue hosted by a woman named Angela. Angela was Kendrick Williams' wife, but they had separated despite sharing 2 children. During the event, Kendrick was seen chatting with Stepha and later offered to take her and her friend to Pepper's Cafe, a nightclub. Around 1 a.m. on May 29, 2007, Kendrick picked up Stepha in an Acura Integra. Before leaving, Stepha assured her aunt she would return in time for her flight to New York. A camera crew filming a promotional video at the club captured footage of Stepha and Kendrick together. Initially, Kendrick denied being at the club, but later admitted to investigators that he left while Stepha chose to stay. Around 4:13 a.m., a voicemail was checked on her cell phone in the area of the nightclub. No activity has been logged since. At 8 a.m., Stepha's aunt and sister noticed Stepha had not come home. By 9:30 a.m., Stepha's younger sister called her parents in New York to inform them that Stepha was missing. At 10 a.m., the aunt notified police about the disappearance. Unfortunately, it took 6 months for the police to uncover a link to her disappearance. It wasn't until December 2007 when the car connected to Stepha's disappearance was found in Brooklyn, New York. Inside the car, forensic tests revealed significant amounts of blood, which matched DNA samples from Stepha's parents and sister. The car had been thoroughly cleaned and reeked of chemicals, indicating an attempt to cover up a violent incident. Additionally, the headrests were missing, further suggesting a struggle had occurred. Not long after, Kendrick was found asleep in a different car at a Brooklyn pier when he was arrested and charged. Kendrick was charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence in connection to Stepha's disappearance and presumed death.
On June 5th, Mr. Williams was arrested on an unrelated traffic charge. During an interview, he denied any involvement in Stepha's disappearance, as well as owning or driving an Acura Integra. The investigation continued, now with the Homicide Bureau at the time as the lead. Since that time, the Acura Integra involved in this case has been recovered and determined that it had been purchased by Mr. Williams prior to arriving in South Florida. Forensic analysis of the vehicle revealed substantial evidence that has conclusively been linked to Stepha Henry. An arrest warrant was obtained charging Mr. Williams with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. There's some indication there was a previous friendship or a previous acquaintance, maybe even in New York. Yes. Closure is a media word. It's not a police word. And really, we don't hang on to that. I can tell you that Sylvia Henry has been very supportive. Her husband's been very supportive of our investigation. This has been a long time coming. Regardless of how prepared you may be for something like this, as a parent, I cannot imagine getting that news.
The trial process was lengthy and faced numerous delays. Kendrick's trial began nearly 2 decades after Stepha vanished. The case experienced several twists, including arguments about the lack of a body and direct evidence.
I've lost so many moments with my sister and I can never get back. She was a bright and shining star, an aspiring lawyer.
Stepha do not exist. But you are here fighting for your existence. Knowing that you do not exist is closure for me.
For us, we will never truly have inner peace. We want her back, but we can't.
That would be the only way we could truly be satisfied. Despite these challenges and his not guilty plea, a Broward jury convicted Kendrick in October 2024, and he was sentenced to life in prison on November 8, 2024.
Justice today in a Broward County courtroom for a New York woman who was murdered 17 years ago in South Florida. The man convicted in her death was sentenced to life in prison.
NBC 6's Marissa Bag joins us outside the courthouse with the decision.
Life in prison is the sentence handed down to 49-year-old Kendrick Williams Friday for the 2007 murder of Stepha Henry. Her family, emotional in court, whispered a quiet celebration.
He's very wicked and evil because my daughter didn't deserve what he did to her. And I know that she suffered, and that's very painful for me as a mother to know that my daughter suffered.
A jury convicted Williams of the murder in September after prosecutors showed evidence that Henry's DNA was found in Williams' car that night. Today's still a very important day for the family, but they are desperate to know where Stepha Henry's body is. They hope one day she is found so they can lay her to rest. Reporting in Fort Lauderdale, Marissa Bag, NBC 6 News. As of now, there is no information in the system indicating that he is seeking a retrial. However, his lawyer, Paul Donnelly, maintained that Kendrick was innocent throughout the trial. Coming up on episode 7 of Walk with Leah.
Yes, so I'll start and then let Kira talk from a sister perspective. She just was a joy as a child. She was very fun-loving. She was just generous. She was kind. She was loving. She she grew up in Montgomery County, Maryland, and had always had lots of friends around, very social.
Her body was found in Cleveland, Ohio in an abandoned house on Francis Avenue.
Content creator Raina Dunlap was found dead in Cleveland, where the 30-year-old was allegedly auditioning for a reality series.
This is why she was in Cleveland. Baddies Midwest was filming in Cleveland. They were going to clubs that were very close to the locations where she was purchasing stuff.
She would be gone for months, and then she would pop up, and we didn't ever think anything was wrong or that she was ever in any sort of danger. If she ever was, like I said, she always reached out. What we need is for people who are making those comments on social media, call the tip line. We need you to call the tip line. It's 216-252-7463. We need those tips to go to the police. We have these flyers. We put them up in Cleveland, around that hotel that was mentioned, around the stores that she shopped in, the neighborhoods we know that she was in. These are on the poles there. And we put them up in College Park, Maryland, because we know that people had to have seen her there as well.